unloading into it. What am I doing? 77. And having an attachment like this on the back makes an extreme difference to your capabilities of compacting stuff, even if it doesn't help with you not getting stuck on everything like I am right now. Yeah. Wrong one. Okay. There you go. We've already done 2.5 hours on this tractor already this morning. So I'm definitely thinking the solution here is we will sell that bucket and go and buy a proper one. As soon as we get to about 99%. And a proper one will let me shovel the stuff that's flowed out the end of the clamp back into the clamp so we get all of it. We keep going. It's getting there. It looks like that bucket is for making TMR, not a silage bucket, so it is what it is. I don't have the mod that lets me change where store deliveries happen, so we have to go back to the store to pick up things. I do have Easy Development Toolkit, so I could beam the tractor to the store, but I try not to do that on the stream. Or too frequently anywhere. And since, obviously our starting situation is we are going to be stuck doing silage at least until spring. We're really not going to be getting into much with productions. I did think about buying the BGA, but that adds another 200,000 to starting costs, and really can't afford that. So we'll stick with what we've got for now. And as I said, we might need to buy ourselves a tedder, we might need to buy ourselves a baler, and we might need to buy ourselves a bale collection wagon, just so that we can do some contracts and not get charged for doing them overly. Although for the first 1 or 2 contracts I might need to lease a baler or a tedder or a wrapper or something, and a bale collection trailer, just so that we can at least get going, and then once we've completed those contracts, collected the money, it should give us sufficient money to actually buy the equipment itself. Said I want to try and avoid using loans for too much, and at this stage we'll probably be using loans just to buy equipment that is immediately going to see us making money. So obviously this roller and the bucket and the loader arms don't make us money, but it does make it a little bit easier to get this thing compacted. And so I'm willing to borrow sort of the 25,000 to do that. If we need a tedder, I'm willing to borrow money to you know, get a tedder so that we can make money immediately with it. But if I can't make money immediately with it, I'm not going to borrow money to buy I'm not going to borrow money to buy the JCB telehandler, because it's not going to make me any money. It would be nice to have it on the farm, but it's not going to make me money, so I don't need it. Okay. I think we will call that compaction good enough for now. Let's go get ourselves a proper bucket.
I need a bigger one than that.
Oh,
I'll check through the basement.
should put the brakes on first, shouldn't I?
Water balloons.
And we will grab the feed mixer, which we really didn't need a feed mixture. So that, yeah, that's standard feed mix. And as I said, we'll take another trip to the store. Dump the bucket and get a proper one. I'll probably still go with the CSX bucket. When we eventually get into crops, I have added a French manufacturer that makes auger wagons. So we can do auger wagon at the side of the field type of thing, and empty harvesters into it. Which is a good, I think is going to be a good thing. Used to use auger wagons back on lawn folds, but I kind of drifted away from that because most of them are super big and typical of American or Australian farming rather than UK farming. I guess while we're down at the store now, I could pick up the tipper, take that back to the farm as well. One less thing to bring back with us. I must say, I suppose if you weren't playing with Maize Plus, then this silage bucket is probably quite adequate. 2000 feed mixture. But quite frankly, playing with Maize Plus, I'd have to fill the bucket up like 50 times just to feed 3 cows. So, not the greatest thing we could have added to the farm. Keep going, car. Go faster. Go fast down the hill so that you soup up the other side. No, keep going. I did know a trucker who used to do that. Top of the hill, he would accelerate down the hill, and so he could make it up the other side with his load. And on one occasion, there was a cop on the top of the opposite hill, and so he went racing down the hill, and he came up the other side, and the cop sort of said, and he's like, cop saw me, and the cop pulled him over, and cop was joking, he sort of, I know you guys like to, race it down a hill so that you've got the momentum to get up the other side, because otherwise it's just going to be a problem for you. The problem was you were accelerating going up the hill, so not quite as a good thing. Okay, we will sell the food mixer, and we will get that's a high tip shovel. I think I like that. I don't know that I can justify it though. So what other buckets do we have? because this will allow me to tip up the back to get it into a thing. It's
You're
going to
down
cost me a lot
something.
of money. But oh, hello. You can make it a lot bigger and a lot more expensive. I'm not sure I want to go that big. We've got to wait. We could go that big. That makes it wider. How about that? 8,250. Well, it doesn't leave me with a lot of money, but we should have income tomorrow. So, I'm going to say that hopefully is good enough. Let's go pick it up, and I am making so many financial errors. I think. So yeah, the nice thing about this shovel is, what do I need to push to get the high tip? Oh, yeah, like that. So it gives it a little more altitude to tip. You know, I can do that, and normally that would be my tip level, but with that I can lift it up higher and then with more room tip up that high, so I've got more clearance if I need it. I don't think I'm going to need it for this, so turn off that and make the help go away, and as I said, we will grab the trailer because why not? It's the last thing we need to bring back from the store. Don't know what state the trailer is in. Ugh, tractor's down to 87%. Well, we've still got 17%, so that's fine. I'm pretty much done with it. Oops. The tipper is at 51%. Yeah, that kind of needs looked at, but we can look at that at the farm, maybe tomorrow, maybe someday. It's not too big, but it's gonna let us ship stuff to the BGA or sell point when the silage is ready. So I'm good with that. I think for the most part we got everything we need to make our farm work. I don't have everything I need to make contracts work. But these hills. Maybe I should have bought the JCB fast track. Got a little bit more horsepower, got a little bit more speed. I don't know if it's got the torque. But that would round us out as, you know, our two big tractors. I would then need to look at smaller tractors. And as I've said, we're probably going to want to fertilize some of our crops before too much longer. I might have to leave all of that stuff till next year. So this year our environmental score is going to get completely trashed. But we're going to make the money with what we make the money with. Yeah. If we lose yield, we lose yield. It is what it is. If we lose environmental bonus, it is what it is. But we need to get the farm working before we worry about taking care of the bonuses. Yeah, mulching fields, rolling fields, that comes later. Fertilizing fields kind of comes earlier, but yeah, we do what we can with what we've got. $100,000 loan, was it? I don't know. We'll take a look. This will need to go into the garage, but not immediately, I don't think. We'll get the silage bunker buried. Shoveled and buried. And then I will probably need to break for lunch, because it's getting on to that time of day. So I'm guessing this hedge is like it is because you put in a cow shed or a sheep shed or something there. And the plot of ground over there also looks like it's set up for an animal shelter. Obviously, I haven't looked at this map on New Farmer, so I really haven't figured what the yards are supposed to look like and what they actually look like. As we get into grains, I'm probably going to need a silo for grains. Why aren't you? Oh, I see. So this is what I was saying about pushing silage. It looks like we don't, we collect more than the bucket holds so that we can push. But once we start pushing, the excess will fall out when we get outside of the bunker. I do like that I'm able to tip this into the bunker, however. So I'm going to try push this as far as I can. Well, we are 100%, so let's just drop that there. Probably drop us below. But this will then let me, oops, too much grounding out. Maybe the arms are too long, who knows? Okay, got that bit. It's not full. Try and get the wheels on the floor. There we go. And yes, 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 and more yeses. I'll try and grab that bit there. So just enough detection. I don't have to scrape it along the ground. Now, tip this here. I guess I'm going to have to back out. Well. And I push it in from the other end. I didn't look what the percentage was as we left. There's an awful lot of grass loose at this end. Alrighty, last of the shovels. Oops. So I did like the feature on the La Campagna trailers, which allowed you to raise the bed higher than the chassis rest point, so you were actually able to effectively do a high tip from a cart. Okay, hopefully this is the last of it. Oh, we're full. I should have put a weight on the back, maybe the rollers. But, it's a good heavy tractor, so it's not quite capable of, you know, it's a little bit unstable when the bucket's full, but it's not severely unstable when the bucket's full. Which smaller tractors I tend to have an issue with sometimes in doing jobs like this. Okay. And that's done. Let's roll this flat if we can, or get stuck. That's always an option too. 99. Come on, go, 100. Oh. Go 100. Come on. You know you want to do it. Yes. If we depart on this side. Yay. We have a compacted silo, so thank you very much. And we have nothing sticking out of this end. I think I will drive around. Because why walk when you can drive a tractor? And nothing sticking out of it. So that is all of the silage in the clamp ready to become stuff. Yes, I can. I'm going to put the bucket here. Come on, drop. Thank you. Now I know if I get a Class Arian or a Kubota, they come with specific manufacturer pieces of front loaders. So we'll know that the generic black and white ones fit this tractor. And if we get another Class 7 tractor, then maybe that will also work for that as well. I'm going to stick this along the side here because obviously it's kind of where it needs to be. And so we have 1,200 money left. I wonder how much it's going to cost to fix this. I think I'll call right now as for the day on our farm. We have money brewing. So we will then be able to see how well the farm is up and running on September 1. Right now, this is a good size shed.
Hey,
So, condition of that. Repair 516, that's good enough. How much is the voucher going to cost? 1,000. Don't have that. But things are good. I'm going to need... I don't know if the workshop extends all the way across, but that's fine. There we go. So I think it's a little bit early, but I think we can call it a day. We have mowed our grass field, we have compacted the grass, we have covered it over, and we are brewing silage for hopefully 12:21 tomorrow. Game day. We will look at probably doing some contracts on September 1 to fill in the time and to make money. And if we can make some money on the early parts of the month, it'll give us the opportunity of getting some equipment, maybe fertilizing the corn, maybe doing some other things on the farm. But right now we are in early stages and struggling. And how much? We're in debt for 125,000. This 25 I'm hoping we can pay off next month. The 100,000 is going to take us a little bit longer, but hopefully that will not take too much past that. Are you really telling me that the maximum value is 48,000, or is it 48,000 right now, but once it's turned into silage it will sell for more? I guess we'll find out. Anyway, I think for now we'll call it. So have a good weekend everybody, and join us next week for a struggling Scottish farm. For right now, I'm out of here. Have fun, everyone.